So some technical difficulties.
Once again, unfortunate as
Yeah,
coming in the last 23 minutes. We got Ben Chadwick back on the stream here.
Of course. We'd like to thank Brian Burke. Very first broadcast. All the guys are doing awesome right now, but I'll be back, and hopefully we finish off these final 23 minutes without any difficulties.
Yeah.
But we're just going to have to wait and see.
Hopefully St. Joe's the last 22 minutes left, and hopefully we can get some chances of maybe 2 goals here.
Yeah, 1 goal every 11 minutes. Sounds doable in a way, but the way this game has been going for St. Joe's, at least on the offensive part,
Definitely.
It's going to be very rough to see. The Falcons just, can't get that possession time. I would say that, when both teams have the ball efficiency-wise, they're about the same, but St. Joe's just doesn't hold on to it. That's really been their downfall. Peterson on the stop there.
Troy Boucher with the stop.
Yeah, it wasn't broadcasting for a little bit, so I guess I just swapped teams right there. Boucher, Peterson, who knows the difference?
Yeah.
Algier putting the pressure on.
Thank you.
And there's Roger.
There's Peterson.
Excuse me, that was Max Rockwell. Apologize for that.
And what a move there by South Brunswick.
And
Kaiser is off.
And they're going to call that, and that is not. That's really going to get them going here. I mean, there's so many calls that these refs have missed.
The players on the field are letting the ref hear it, but Coach Rocca and Coach Neary especially are screaming at them to
get away from the ref.
Yeah, get away from the ref. You do not want to be getting yellow or red cards, which could affect future games. So instead, it'll be a close free kick here. Just about 25 yards out away from the goal. On the kick is Chang. The low ball stopped by Boucher. Boucher, a rocket of a punt.
He sure has got a leg here. I mean, only being a sophomore, and what a boot that is.
Singh now.
Here's Armin Singh. And
once again, St. Joe's just cannot hold on to the ball. It's been their downfall this entire game. And nothing's changed in these final 20 minutes.
Great play by Drew, and oh my goodness, another call against the rest. And this is starting to get overhand here, this game.
And you can tell Coach Rocca's almost distraught now. He doesn't know what to do. He can't really discipline his guys because they're making great plays on the ball, and the refs just are seeing what they want to see, and It's going to be another penalty on St. Joe's.
It's unfortunate because St. Joe's definitely been playing a lot better this second half, and these refs are taking the game away from them right now.
Chang on the free kick once again. Instead, it'll be Villano getting a through ball over to Chang, and it's going to be out of bounds thanks to an effort by Tim Sullivan. And Ray Perrone and Ethan Elizondo will check on for Daniel Shapiro and Charlie Algier.
What number is Perrone? 18?
Yeah.
Coming in for the Falcons, number 18, Ray Perrone, and number 3, Ethan Elizondo.
And it looks like Boguszewski could be checking on soon as well.
Yeah, he's kind of had an up and down game with injuries. And
does that number 2 come back in?
Mm.
I think he has.
Mm-mm.
Okay, thank you.
Throw in for the Vikings. In Falcon territory here. And it'll be out of bounds on South Brunswick. St. Joe's now with the throw-in. And with 18 minutes left to go, I don't know what your game plan should really be. Do you go super aggressive? But why haven't you been doing that the entire game, to be honest with you? So I don't really know what St. Joe's could really do.
Yeah, and as Mr. Schneider was just asking about, Jakub Chilak has checked back into the game since his injury, and here he comes.
Yep. So off goes Dylan once again to let everyone know that Jakub is checking in on for Giancarlo Garay. It's going to be St. Joe's ball over to Adrian at the left back.
Elizondo keeping that one in, but that could not be good. As
Chang's
there's
shot
another goal.
buries it into the bottom right corner. Aiden Chang, just a sophomore for South Brunswick. And he adds on to this brutal lead. 3-0. South Brunswick leads St. Joe's with 17 minutes left to go in the game. And at this point, there's just not much more we can really say as far as game plan wise for St. Joe's. They've been playing 100% this entire game, but certain things aren't going their way, and it's showing on the scoreboard. The efficiency on offense compared to South Brunswick is drastic. Defense has been physical, and the refs believe that it's been over physical sometimes. So those are just a couple of reasons why St. Joe's are facing this 3-0 deficit. Max over to Singh. Singh.
Amores just couldn't get to it, but I hope he's not getting cramped up. A lot of these players have been, and Amores is just one of those players that's been so key. There's a great play by Amores. A little too physical there, but as I was saying, he's had a tremendous game. He's been playing really well, really aggressive, and he didn't start, but I'll be very surprised if he doesn't start next game, as he started the second half and been playing great.
I was just about to say he hasn't started this game, but it feels like he's made arguably the biggest impact on the game today, even though St. Joe's is down by more than they would like to be, or they would like to be, not down at all, obviously. But Amore, what he has done ever since he came onto the pitch has been incredible for St. Joe's to see, and I'm sure for the rest of the season he will be a starter or maybe a sixth man type for soccer. Not exactly sure what the term for that is, but first guy off the bench.
Definitely.
And Boucher under some pressure by South Brunswick, but he'll take the ball out of the air, ruin any hopes for the Vikings adding on to this lead. Punt over to Singh. Singh gains possession, but it's quickly stolen by Gupta. And the pass by Gupta is far over to St. Joe's, as it'll be Ethan Elizondo saving the ball from going out. Elizondo over to Ray Perrone.
And this one just taken away here.
Adrian's clearance goes nowhere. It's going to be out of bounds on South Brunswick after they kick it high and away. So Adams on the throw-in for the Falcons.
And
it'll be out of bounds on South Brunswick once again. The throw-in over to Singh. Ball looked to go out before, but it definitely went out after the kick. So St. Joe's gets yet another throw in here. Over to Perone, middle of the field, but no one is there for St. Joe's.
Just booted away, and there's a miss. Header, and Tim's limping here, and
pass goes right over Gupta's head, and St. Joe's might have one of their first great opportunities of the day. Ethan Elizondo.
And Peterson continues with the shutout as another.
Things for them today. 0 goals allowed. Not too many shots on goal, but when he does get the opportunity, he's been making the most of it for South Brunswick.
There's another play that just should have been called, but they didn't call it.
And Max is down on the field and struggling to get up.
That's the second time he got blocked. Number 8.
And
John
slow to get off here, Max Rockwell. I mean, that's another shove from behind. And as I was saying earlier, I mean, these refs just haven't been calling it both ways, I feel. I mean, it's unfortunate.
Gray will check on for Max. Perone, a missed opportunity on a pass, but Matos makes the better of it.
Perone, great play there, keeping the defenders off.
And toss up right now for possession. Gabe Matos. Real opportunity here for Matos. Gabe Matos.
And a chance, Gray couldn't get it. Keeping it in here. Giovanni.
This is good possession here by St. Joe's. And it'll be South Brunswick's ball and a possible major counterattack here.
Adrian trying to body him off the ball, which he does very well.
Great job by Adrian, but even though that possession for St. Joe's didn't end in a goal, I think it's the first time, arguably all day, where we've really seen an effective, efficient possession by St. Joe's. They had multiple opportunities, they took their chance, and when they didn't work out, they made sure to get right back on the ball and get another opportunity. I mean, again, it didn't end in a goal, but at least they're doing a couple things right near the end of this game, although it likely won't make any change to the outcome. Clearance by Adrian doesn't go far. Cross in for South Brunswick. It's going to go out of bounds. And they'll call it a corner kick for the Vikings. Just about 10 minutes left to go in the game. Once again, St. Joe's is down to the South Brunswick Vikings 3-0 here at the Brenner Family Field. Corner is in from South Brunswick. Adrian, great clearance on the header. And we'll get a throw-in.
Some of the Viking starters coming out here as we are just under 10 minutes here.
Go out of bounds on St. Joe's again. Another throw-in for the Vikings. That'll travel straight over to Boucher. Boucher on the goal kick.
He hasn't had a bad game. He's had a lot of action. Good and bad.
South Brunswick on the counterattack now.
Here's another chance for the Vikings.
Viano in possession for the Vikings. And the header goes nowhere. That was Jason Kieser on the header that went far left of the goal. And Garay tried to take advantage over to the left side, but got nowhere.
Gupta with the throw in here. Kicked away quickly by Adams.
A good clearance if only St. Joe's could then take possession of the ball after the clearance. And they will this time. And it goes right back to South Brunswick, which has really been the story of the game. St. Joe's makes a defensive stop. They clear it right to South Brunswick, and then it just keeps happening over and over again until finally South Brunswick makes them pay, which they have done 3 times today. Viano working on Adrian. Good move there by Viano, but an even better block by Adams.
Sullivan's booting this away, and
Singh.
here's a good chance, Singh, but could not get to it there.
And if I'm being honest with you, it looks like the St. Joe's team is just exhausted right now. That could have been an opportunity, but just didn't seem like Armin Singh had enough in the tank. And that's nothing against him. They've been going all game today, and
Another
it just
guy-
hasn't gone their way.
Another guy's been really tired. He's had his first varsity start today. Is Adrian Mindra. He played fantastic game, and just exhausted here. Is Daniel Shapiro, Grant Boguszewski might come in for the last 7 or so minutes.
Elizondo over to Giancarlo. It bounces off of Armin Singh and into the possession of South Brunswick. Elizondo takes possession.
And they finally
Yeah,
call something there.
will be one of the few penalties to go St. Joseph's way tonight. Matos.
He's also another guy that hasn't came out either. And Samuel Rocca must have been happy with his plays. I don't blame him. He's been playing great, and he's been playing the entire second half. There's a good shot.
Opportunity
Great
from
stop by
Giancarlo.
Peterson.
The opportunity isn't up yet.
Elizondo kind of fanned on that shot and trying to body a guy off there.
They're going to call another penalty on Elizondo. Elizondo getting chippy with South Brunswick.
Now Charlie Algier. He might come this one.
It's going to be a massive substitution for the Falcons. So Dylan's got his work cut out for him on the PA.
Coming in for the Falcons, number 23, Daniel Shapiro. Number 7, Grant Boguszewski. And number 4, Charlie Algier.
So just in case you didn't hear him, it's going to be Charlie Algier, Daniel Shapiro, and Grant Boguszewski checking on for the Falcons. South Brunswick with a clearance to midfield. The through ball doesn't exactly go as planned for Viano.
Now South Brunswick will make a substitution here as Adrian will get ready to throw the ball in and get back down to the field. Is just going to hit the 5-minute mark here. Vikings still up 3-0.
Yeah, it really seems like St. Joe's just can't wait to get out of this game at this point, and I don't really blame them. You don't want to be out there for much longer. Elizondo could have had an opportunity. It's going to bounce off him. Elizondo tried to get the throw off before the ref could even say anything, but the ref quickly clears it up, gives a throw to South Brunswick. Good defensive play by Adrian, even better one by Algier. Boguszewski now.
A chance
at
here.
midfield, good fake.
And the shot was blocked here by Marino.
Nice pass, but snuffed out by St. Joe's. Matos now on the attack. South Brunswick getting something going here. Boucher will boot this one
So be right
straight
back.
to South Brunswick.
And it might just slips through his arms. Could have been the sun, as I was going to say.
Yeah, they lobbed it right back to Boucher, who couldn't catch it, but luckily it didn't go right back to South Brunswick. They'll have to work a little bit harder for that 4th goal.
Boguszewski trying to track that ball down. Unfortunately, just couldn't get to it. Zondo. Elizondo, great play there.
Yeah, there's that physical play of Elizondo. Really always teetering on the line of penalty or great physical play, and right there the refs see it as a great physical play.
And there was a good track down play by Algier a couple minutes ago.
Gabe Matos over to Adrian. Bobby Christensen.
And the missed touch there and turned over.
Grant Boguszewski going to try to apply the pressure here. And yet another great play by Amore. We have about 2.5 minutes left to go in the game as Alejandro Ruiz will be checking on for Amore. Ruiz, a senior this year. Alejandro Ruiz.
Number 20, Alejandro Ruiz coming into the game.
I didn't say we scored.
That would have been crazy. Shot on goal there for St. Joe's. Elizondo facing heavy pressure. Once again, bullying the defender. That time the refs will let it go.
Alejandro heading this one ahead and go out here.
About 1.5 minutes left to go in the second half. Ruiz over to Sullivan. Adams now. Could have been an incredible touch by Boguszewski, but a bit of a miscommunication between him and Christensen. Algier.
And Christensen.
It's going to be too fast for him, it looks like. Bobby
all out
Christensen couldn't
sprint
get there in
Could
time.
not get there.
It's a good effort there by the sophomore. And really, I can't dock St. Joe's for their hustle tonight. I think they've really put it all out there. It's just, I don't know. I don't know if it's skill or there's like I said before, there's just something that haven't gone their way. And it's a rough way to start the season. But I'm sure Coach Roca and the rest of the team will bounce back for Saturday's game. Boguszewski on the attack. Good pass in. Algier on the shot.
That's going back to Saturday's game. Hope you guys can tune in at 4 p.m. St. Joe's takes on Middletown Township. It's at Middletown. But before that game, the Falcons take on New Brunswick at 2:30, which will be at the Brenner Family Field.
Yeah, that's the game that'll be this Saturday, and then at Middletown Township.
So final score 3-0. It's all Vikings and a shutout for Pearson to start his season.
And we got 3 straight broadcasts coming for you tonight. Tomorrow night you can catch us at Somerville for the second week of the football season. The undefeated Falcons head over there, and then on Saturday once again we are here at the Brenner Family Field to see if Coach Roca and this soccer team can start things off with a win to bounce back from today. So for myself and Dylan and everyone else you heard tonight, I'm Ben Chadwick. Thanks for tuning in.
Final score